Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with game 2 of this series between Beasty of the QT clan and DIMAGA of the NTW clan. Wow. Game 1, wow. That was amazing. An absolutely epic macro game. Beasty behind the entire game, I would say, but somehow managing to hold on, just barely hold on by the sheer will and the sheer strength in the knuckles that are his medevacs, running around the map, destroying hatcheries randomly all over the place. Not even not randomly, but destroying hatcheries here, there, and everywhere. Absolutely epic holdout. Just could not stand up. Just could not shut down the hatcheries fast enough, though. DIMAGA's economy eventually ran away and joined the circus. And the circus, I don't know where I'm going with that one. Anyway, Drone Scout's going to come out by DIMAGA. Worried about a little bit of cheese. Might be worried about another 2 racks build. Wants to check ahead of time. Make sure he knows what's incoming. Yeah, his economy just went too crazy, and just every single time they engaged, he was able to throw a maxed army of infestors, banelings, zerglings, everything at Beasty's army, and he just didn't have an answer for it. He tried to get out enough siege tanks, but I think it came down to that one time where he had like 10 siege tanks, and he just lost all of them. Just sieged up a little bit too late. DIMAGA sensed a moment of weakness and charged in there, and Beasty had really good siege reaction, I gotta say. He actually had better siege reaction than a lot of even, GSL players that I see. Very good timing there. But it just wasn't enough, and he lost all these siege tanks and was behind from there on out because he didn't have the siege tanks quantity required to really deal with banelings in the number that he had. So DIMAGA takes game 1. This is game 2 on Xel'Naga Caverns. Named so presumably because of these caverns in the middle here. Xel'Naga Watchtowers. By the way, thank you for you guys telling me the last time I casted a game on this map, I was asking about stalactites and stalagmites, and someone had a really cool little method there. Oop, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna try and bunker or anything like that? He's got a couple Marines. He's got a Marine coming down, chasing this drone away. A second SCV as well to join up with this first so they can repair each other, and that'll be kind of cute. Anyway, here we go. 2 SCVs and a Marine. He's gonna have to pull drones. I'll get more to stalagmites in a minute because drones are being pulled off here to try and deal with this. He's actually gonna set up 2 bunkers. That's actually kind of cool because then even he might even want to escape out and build another bunker here, so he's got a little wall for these drones, but he's not going to. He needs to be careful of those SCVs. Drones are attacking the SCVs. He's just trying to target down the SCVs with half his drones. The other half going after these Marines. They're badly damaged. He's going to have to fall back. A good move there. The SCVs are almost dead. Just a few hit points left on each one, but the bunker completes. The bunker completes. Both the SCVs are dead, though, so he's forced to cancel one of them, but the other bunker completes at full hit points. And that is huge because now he's got a point where he can just jump in and out of that bunker, going after that hatcher if he needs to. Wow. And Zerglings are going to counterattack, though, so he needs to put up a depot or something here. Instead, he's going to go for a command center. He actually really should be worried about this. I guess he's going to try and get this Marine back in here first before... Well, actually, that little clump of Marines is actually enough to hold things off. I'm sorry, let's actually jump back from him so we can see how this battle happened. He actually ran his Marines out a little bit too far. He's trying to get back to the bunker. Does get most of his Marines back in the bunker. Lots of damage being done with only minimal losses. There were 5 Marines there. In the meantime, he is trying to break in this front. And yeah, that clump of Marines in a very narrow corridor between those 2 barracks is going to be perfect to fend those Zerglings off with only minimal forces without needing a depot or anything like that. Oh, he's going to go in and try and snipe some drones. Gets a single drone. And that's actually a pretty good move. He's going to have to abandon this location anyway. He might as well. He's going to get overrun by Zerglings. He might as well try and kill off some drones. Although, now he doesn't need to get as many Zerglings because he's already gotten rid of that bunker. So he doesn't need to get a surround or anything like that. He knows that there's no more reinforcements coming because he's got his own Zerglings up here. Okay, so as you can see, DIMAGA droning up again. He's got a couple creep tumors down as well. He's in pretty good shape right now. He's still behind in economy at this point, but he's not doing too badly. He's not doing too badly. A couple tech labs going down and 2 more barracks going down in the background. I was kind of hoping for some mech play, but I don't know. In any case, I guess it's never he might later on transition to the mech, but it looks like he's going to go for some strong bio play at the very least. Try and get his expansion up that way. And in any case, second gas going up for DIMAGA. He's up to 25 drones. He's just producing lots and lots of drones, not really producing much of anything else. He's got a good amount of Zerglings over here. He might want to consider getting something soon, like a Baneling nest. He's getting gas, actually. Let's see if he gets speed. That he's got enough speed, money for speed. There we go. Metabolic boost being researched. So at least he's gonna have speedlings. And he's got a good clump of them out here, and they've got they've got this tower. So he's probably gonna be able to see any armies making their way down and be able to produce enough units. There we go. Baneling nest being put down. You kind of need something, because otherwise, you know, if they just have a bunch of racks and they just move out with a ton of Marines, and you only have, you know, 8 Zerglings, you're not going to hold it off. Even if you have a bunch of larvae saved up, it's going to be difficult to hold that off. Oh, single Zergling trying to run in. No, denied. Does not get a scout. Wants to really see what kind of tech is going on here. Again, he saw a lot of mech play last time, so he doesn't know what's going on behind these Marines at this point. But in any case, stim and combat shields about to finish, and he's deciding not to go for any kind of a timing attack with those upgrades or anything like that. Just going to chill back at his base and let DIMAGA drone up, who is now producing a lot of Zerglings, actually. Tons of Zerglings being produced to coincide with the finishing of that speed upgrade. He's going to try and do some harassment here, I suppose. I don't know how effective this is going to be, because he's got a lot of Marines. Those guys, and they've got stim and combat shield now, so they're going to be very effective against the Zerglings. Here he comes. Yeah, so he spots it. He's moving out. Okay, that's what he needed to see. Mass Banelings being morphed over here. That is exactly what he needs against this. No upgrades, actually, no ground upgrades for DIMAGA, so those Marines are going to be able to do very, very well. He doesn't have +1 weapons yet, but he's, like I said, he has that stim. Here comes the Banelings coming in. He's going to try and surround with the Speedlings to keep them from getting away, and then run in with the Banelings. Oh no, he's going to surround them and slaughter the Marines. Absolute slaughter. He only needed a few of the Banelings actually to clear out kind of half that army, so that the rest of the Zerglings could afford to really do the major damage. Centrifugal hooks being upgraded here, and the animation on the Baneling nest is like one of the most disgusting things. It's like all twitchy. It's like a, you know, like a spider who's on crack or something like that, twitching its little legs. Or it's creepy. Anyway, more Banelings being morphed here. DIMAGA might just go for the kill here. It's going to be difficult to pull off. There's a couple bunkers. There's a couple Marauders here. He's got stim, but that is a lot of Banelings. He could easily take out those bunkers with just the Banelings he has. He's going to go for it. He might be able to finish the game right here. Speedlings coming in. He takes out one bunker. He's going to take out the other. Speedlings running in. It's just a few Marines there, but he might be able to clean up with reinforcements. Maybe just barely is able to hold things off. Doesn't even have to pull SCVs, actually. Beautiful defense by Beastie, and now he's actually a little bit ahead because DIMAGA had cut a lot of drones. Well, he'd stopped making drones in order to produce, I don't want to say cut, because he's got mostly full saturation in his 2 bases. Actually, no, he doesn't. He needs to get more drones there. Does he have oversaturation here? Nope. I guess that's just where the lack is. Oh, because he's got a lot of drones on gas. Anyway, point being, he wasn't making drones. He was making Lings and Banelings, so he's behind in Econ, and it looks like DIMAGA might go for another attack. He's kind of almost all in. Well, not all in, but he needs to do some major damage here, but he hasn't been able to get a lot of reinforcements up in this amount of time. Beastie falling back, splitting his forces really well. SCV's coming off the line to soak up some damage. Unfortunately, they soak up hits from Banelings, and oh, look at the concussive shells slowing that Baneling down as it slowly tried to roll its way into those SCVs and do more damage. That attack did even up the harvester count, though, and look at this. Beastie's actually going to re-land this command center. That'd be funny if he even planetary fortressed it. That might be a good position to put a sort of defensive PF if he thinks that the enemy is still going to continue doing this. And he is producing more and more Zerglings. Only a few drones being mixed in here. Another round of Banelings and Zerglings moving in here. The command center is going to block, but won't really soak up much damage. He doesn't have any more bunkers, and all the Marines are going to die this time. Oh, the Zerglings may very well win this time. Oh, blows up on the SCVs as well. Zerglings finally has more units at the end of these battles, going with mass units each time, and each time Beastie barely holding things off. This time he barely had enough units to break through and start killing things. Kills some SCVs as a result, kills the siege tank as well. He needs to put some freaking bunkers down, because obviously DIMAGA is not going to stop with this. He's going to put his command center over here. Again, I really think it might be time for a defensive planetary fortress there, because let's see if he's going to do it. Oh, it lands just in time to try and block, but oh, he's got to split his Marines perfectly. He doesn't. Takes a few hits there, trying to micro back. A few Marines survive, but it might not be enough. He's got more reinforcements coming in from the top, though. He's producing a lot of units right now. 6 Marines are being produced. He's going to have to move them down there. Wow, and he is being able to refill. He's producing 3 SCVs right now. So he's being able to refill his supply lines from 3 command centers at this point. And he just needs to get a couple siege tanks out, basically. He hasn't been able to get enough siege tanks out to deal with this. The last couple attacks, he's lost a single siege tank that he had, so he hasn't been able to build up the 3 or 4 siege tanks that you need to hold off mass baneling attacks. And there the banelings pop. DIMAGA's going to go at it again. He's just sneaking in like 1 or 2 drones at a time during all this, so he's slowly getting ahead in drones, just mainly because he keeps blowing up tons of SCVs as Beasty has to defend with them. Finally, a bunker going up. Jeezy. Beasty, I think, should have realized long ago. Here he comes in. ZerGling's coming in. He needs to target the banelings with the siege tanks. He doesn't. Marines falling back. A lot of banelings still alive. He's falling back to this narrow choke, though. Is barely able to hold off with just a few Marines left. The ZerGlings are going to go to work on these remaining SCVs, though. This starport is slowly dying, and more ZerGlings coming in. This might be the killing blow. We might see the end of the game right now. GG! Beasty leaves the game, and DIMAGA takes game 2 with just a massive all in. And oh, this is why he was kept sneaking in drones there. I didn't even admittedly, I didn't notice he had another hatchery over there, but he didn't really need it considering his drone count. But it was at the, you know, you're gonna make another hatchery for when you're making mass lings and banelings. You need a 3rd hatchery really to have enough production capabilities anyway. So might as well make it a new base, start mining there. In any case, wow. So DIMAGA takes game 2. This is a best of 5 series. I don't know if I mentioned that. Best of 5 series. So it's going to go to game 3. DIMAGA has a chance at sweeping here. And if not, it might be a comeback for Beasty. He's been playing very, very, very well. He's had a chance at winning each game. It's not like he's been completely shut out here. So anyway, GG. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's move on to game 3.